We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the SP 500 index, continuing this staircase effect from yesterday to today and testing key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 10 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. Full strength there on 42 vision. And call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, retesting key resistance levels. And in today's volatility, we're going to break down what was going on within the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators, and what key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 11:15 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. Full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. And if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area here on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bull indicator at the 424.40 area, canceling out the bear indicator from yesterday at the 427 area, and lots of volatility here in the last several days. Right now, we've done a full transition from the dip area to the rip area. Inflows are back above, and they pushed away significantly here on the 30-minute. We were looking for that in yesterday's video. We broke it all down and tried to retest the highs of the day, and it did, right? It broke through that 427.50 area, and it hit highs up here of 430, a key resistance level, and now it's fighting in the second half here to try to get back up to it, and inflows hit highs here of 4.57. Now, they are slightly going lower, but it's still above the midpoint, and that's why things have not completely collapsed. If anything, this needs to switch from red to green, pull back up to continue this staircase effect here in the volatility of the 30-minute chart. Now, if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, it also pulled up the 1 hour with it, and you could see these inflows are back above, sitting at 2.78. And I'm going to be watching that very carefully going into tomorrow. It got a bull indicator yesterday and a full transition from dip area to rip area on 42 vision, right? From wire with red borders to bright green bars, hitting highs up here again of 430, where the bear indicator popped up. And interesting enough, it rejected. Definitely something to not overlook here in the bigger picture of the 1 hour. And I'm going to be watching these inflows very carefully going into tomorrow. And in the volatility of the 15-minute, we can see here how these outflows are starting to try to dominate again and bring themselves below the midpoint, because if it does, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. I would not ignore that, and I'm going to be watching that very closely here into the close and going into tomorrow. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and how these outflows react here on the 15-minute. You can see it here pulling down pretty sharply, and also if we zoom into the 5-minute, you could see it there. It crossed over, and it's actually under a red bar and a bear indicator up here at 429.32 in the volatility of the 5-minute. No bear indicator here just yet on the 15-minute or even on the 30-minute, but definitely something to not ignore as these outflows are starting to pull down towards the midpoint, right? And the first support level is the 425.50 area. If that gets broken through, the next support I'll be watching is 423. And then below that, if these outflows cross the midpoint to the downside and they stay red and roll that over into the 1 hour and 15-minute, well, then the next support I'll be watching is the 420 area. That's definitely something to not overlook here. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to start to pick back up and pull things back away from the midpoint. Hold this bull indicator true, continue the staircase effect here and retest key resistance levels and roll that over into the 30-minute by staying with these inflows above the midpoint as you see it here and turning from red to green, back away from it to start reflecting it into these charts and retesting key resistance levels. Now, what's the first resistance level I'll be watching? Well, based off the history of the chart, on the 30-minute where things rejected sharply and went down towards 425 and 423 recently, it's going to be the highs of the day at the 430 area. If that gets broken through, the next level is up here at 432.50, and then above that I'll be watching the 435 area and how these inflows on the 1 hour and 2 hour react, right? Because the 2 hour just got a bull indicator and inflows back above, and on the 1 hour we are above and it needs to stay above, and it got that bull indicator yesterday at the 425 area. So definitely something I would not ignore here in the bigger picture on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute, and if we actually zoom out even bigger, right, into the 4 hour, we could see that the inflows are starting to pick back up for the first time in a while in the last several 2 to 3 days, and now it's trying to get back above the last time it tried to bounce back up, which was here on Monday from 429 to 432, and it hit inflows here of negative 9.81, right? And right now it's at negative 9.61, and I'll be watching if this could continue heading towards the midpoint and crossing over with strength the 1 hour and 2 hour, and the bigger picture here as it's trying to reverse and form a bottom. Is it the bottom? Not guaranteed, but I'll be watching if this bear indicator from up here at the 447.72 area can get canceled by a possible bull indicator as well in the bigger picture in the coming days, right? Outflows are still dominating, long way to go towards the midpoint, but the closer it gets to it and the more the bigger time frames start to cross over and the lower ones stay above, the bigger the possibility of potential strength and bulls trying to reappear and push things up to retest key resistance levels. So I'm going to be watching this very carefully going into tomorrow. These are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators, I would not ignore them, and the inflow versus outflows are going to be crucial. And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.